Kim, a solo female traveler over 50. I travel the world with my backpack and my small little waist pack, chasing hidden gems, laughing off mishaps, and finding the best gelato at 3 p.m. This channel is about passing on what I've learned, maybe learning some new tricks from you, how to travel light, embrace the adventure, and prove that age is just a price we pay for better stories. This is my first video, but I plan more. Whether you're dreaming of your first solo trip or looking for a streamline your next one, let's dive in together. Today we're talking about a mindset. The mindset that's the key to traveling light. You can watch all the videos you like on clothes and backpacks and everything, but honestly, you have to wrap your head around the fact that you don't need a ton of stuff to have an epic vacation. Stuff just weighs you down, literally and mentally. Instead, if you can wrap your head around the idea of just 5 essentials, you can hop on any plane, train, bus, or car and arrive pretty much anywhere in the world ready to have a fabulous time. If you're talking about if going somewhere where these 5 don't suit you, then you need another video. But stay just to see, because it's my first video. We will stick to only these 5. Of course, you're going to have more in your backpack, but starting here, you're golden. It sets you free to focus on the experiences, not the luggage. Let's count them down. Okay, first up, number 1, you need ID and travel documents. You're not going anywhere without these, so maybe I usually plan on triplicate for all 5 of these things. I try triplicate. You want your driver's license, your passport, your itinerary, your boarding pass, the basics that will prove who you are and how to get where you're headed. Here's how I handle it. I take snapshots of my phone and my passport of everything, and I email them to myself at a special email that is only for travel. And I also have I mail them to my sister, a trusted family member. Then I get cheap printed copies. I am digital on everything. I don't even have a printer, but I go down to a local print shop, the library, and it cost me less than $1. I tuck them into the bottom of my backpack. Why? Because life happens. Phones die. They get stolen. Your luggage, yeah. I've heard of folks dropping theirs in the Venice Canal, poor souls. But as long as I can log into my email, I can print a boarding pass and show an ID at a consulate and even get a passport replaced. And if I can't get my access to that, I do have the paper until I do. And remember, if your passports don't have over 6 months left, you might have trouble getting into some countries, so make sure you renew them. Don't know who needs to hear that, but end of story, it's that simple. Triplicate, ID, and your information, that's what you need. Okay, we're about 2 minutes in here, so if you're loving this mindset shift so far, do me a favor. Like I said, it's my first video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and don't miss out on more of these tips. Okay, I will have more videos in the future as my channel grows. Hopefully you'll be along for the ride. Okay, second, you need things specific to you. You can buy things, there's lots of things you can buy around the world, but there's some things that only you need, and you need them to get by and be healthy. Medicine, prescriptions, have a copy of your prescriptions. For me, it's reading glasses. I have a spare in my backpack. I usually have a spare in my bag, my little soft bag. I usually have a spare. I have jacket pockets. I usually have another one in there hanging off me somewhere. I'm lost without my reader. So I packed 2 spares at least. Maybe for you it's your shampoo. Maybe you found one years ago that's changed your world and you need that shampoo. Then I would pack it. things that are specific to you because there's only one of you in the world. It's hard to replace these things. That's your second thing. Okay, so I have my ID, I have my passport. I have the things specific to me. You might not be thinking of it, but walking shoes, a broken in pair of walking shoes, that's specific to you too. And they take time to get broken in and worn in so they don't get you blisters. And you don't want blisters on your trip. So you do want a really good pair of walking shoes. At least one. Sometimes I'll sacrifice an outfit just to have two. But you at least need a comfy, fitted pair of walking shoes. When you're pounding the pavement all those times, it'll totally break off your trip if you don't have them. So that goes in my bag. Hands down. Okay. Have the ID, you have your walking shoes. The third is money. Now you do want to pack twice as much money and half as much stuff. That is always true. That is just always true. But you need access to your money. You need to have 2 to 3 ways to get in touch with your money on your trip. Now I have a couple cards, and I have another one that I keep hidden somewhere, and I'll go into that on another video, security in another video. But it has a pretty high credit limit, and I don't plan on using it. But if I need to book a flight home for some reason at the end of the day, or I run into trouble, if I lose all my stuff, I will at least have that third card located somewhere that I can go out and buy underwear, a change of underwear, toothbrush, toothpaste, and I can keep booking. I can maybe find a way to get to an email. It'll interrupt my trip, but it won't destroy it. I also keep some cash. This is controversial on different videos. Some people never do it. I have cash at home just in case the ATMs go down. I have some emergency cash in my car just in case I get somewhere, my debit card's not working, and I need to get some gas to get home. I've always kept some emergency cash in my car. I keep it at home, so I take it when I travel. And I kind of have it a couple different places. I don't take it out with me during the day, like a huge wad, but I always have a little bit. I'll have a video too on how I spend and protect my money and all that as a single woman. So stay tuned if you want to see that video. Number 4 is a cell phone. Now, can you travel without one? Of course, if you're over 55, you have all traveled without a cell phone. Printed our boarding passes, printed our itineraries, MapQuest back in the day. But if you want a truly fabulous, stress-free vacation, early bookings, Uber, a cell phone's a game changer. I think we all know this. It replaces so many tools. I even have a backup. I paid $40 for one on eBay. It only works on Wi-Fi. It has, you can download Google Maps and translate. I can show you how to do that. The apps I use in another video. And it has a special email account that I only use for traveling. So if it gets lost or stolen, I'm not that exposed. But it has a really good camera. Not as good as my iPhone, but good enough for, posting on Facebook, maybe getting some shots, selfies. And if I'm somewhere kind of sketchy and I don't want to flash around my iPhone, I have this older Android that really, maybe people will pass me by. And if I'm going boating or doing something crazy like ziplining or something, and I'm just scared I might lose it, I pull out my other one. And if the phone dies, I have a backup. Because, if I lost my phone that I use at home, if I lose it at home, think what happens. Imagine losing the phone that you use every day on a trip. Enough said. Okay, number 5 is a change of clothes. Now, you're not going to use all the clothes, but I mean, you're going to pack more than a single change of clothes. But really, think about it. That's all you need. A single pair of clothes, change of clothes, and some underwear. So the just in case, oh, I might go to a nice dinner. I mean, if you're going to a wedding, you know you're going to go to a wedding and you'll pack for a wedding. If you know you're going to a beach location, you're going to pack for a beach, a fancy beach location. But if the just in case I might go to a nice dinner, the just in case I might go to a fancy beach location, if you're going to a fancy beach location, then you want to buy things there. You might want to buy things there because it's going to be way better than what you have at home. At least for me, it's way better than the options I have at home. And I have a cool souvenir. The dress to go out to a nice dinner, sure, it may not be as good. May not fit you as well as the one you spent 3 months looking for that fits you perfectly. But the people at the restaurant don't care. Okay, you need to get this in your mind too. They have their own lives they're living. They don't care about you. And you're never going to see them again. Get something that works. No one has ever jumped out behind a curtain and said, here's $1 million to the best dressed person in the restaurant. You're not missing out. It's not going to happen. It's not missing out. Just don't do just in cases. If you have to buy it, what happens if you run out of toothpaste? Going and buying toothpaste is an authentic cultural experience. Probably the least expensive excursion you will ever pay for. Stretch your mind and test yourself. Go out and try and buy toothpaste among the locals. If you get back to your hotel and it is toothpaste, you're going to feel so accomplished. If you get back to the hotel and you'll realize really quick it's not toothpaste. Yeah, that'll be a good story. And when you get home, and when you get done, save the container. Bring it home. The tubes. Scrape it out. Put it in your bag. Get a cheap frame and put it on the bathroom wall. That's a souvenir that not many people are going to have. I mean, nobody else is going to have that experience. Lots of people go to Paris and see the Mona Lisa. Lots of people go to Tuscany and drink wine. How many people have you ever heard have actually gone into the local shop, bought some toothpaste, and have that experience? So anyway, that's my 5 to keep you safe and moving. Soon I'll share my toiletry kit and what I pack from my kitchen, how I go as an older woman at a hostel. I stay in hostels quite a bit. I can give you some tips on that. How to find a backpack that will survive being your only backpack and fit under the seat, and how to pack it. Don't pack as much stuff. Safety tips tailored for women travelers like me. Yeah, I have a lot of good videos planned. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this at all. And I'll see you on the road. Bye, travelers.